Hey, 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 it's Ashton. All right, let's get right into the message. Today, I want to talk about never giving up on yourself. Never give up. Those are some powerful words right there, right? Never give up. Don't give up. Simple as that, right? No, not always. Till you have someone telling you never give up over and over and over and over and over. And then it's embedded in your head. So, we all make mistakes. We all stumble. We all fall. We all slip now and then. But guess what? We're human. That's what we do. We're not perfect. And that's normal. You know, what's normal is not to expect a perfect day all day, every day. I mean, perfect isn't in the vocabulary. It isn't there. While it's great to hold ourselves up and set ourselves with high standards and push ourselves and challenge ourselves, because that's what we need to do, we can't expect to be perfect. Because when those people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't do this or this or this or this, then you tend to get very disappointed and you fall 5 steps backwards versus falling forwards. So, I would rather have you fall forward, because you're going to keep moving forward, than taking 5 steps back. So, often I get messages that are people asking, okay, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? I really need help with nutrition. I really need to figure out what type of workouts I need to do. They'll talk about, I'm ready. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of junk food. I'm going to do this. I'm going to start doing this workout. I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. or I'm going to start working out after work. I'm going to try to avoid temptations by, not going out and eating, because then I know that I'll get this or get that. So, follow-up comes back and they're like, how do you do it? I tried. I'm on for a couple of days. I'm on for a week. And then, bam, boom, done. They went backwards. Why? Because you have to understand that it's a step-by-step process. You can't jump into something. When people are eating clean and working out, it's a lifestyle change. It is. It's a lifestyle change, and it's something that you grow into. But we all have days. We all have days. We all have slips. We all have falls. And the only thing that you're going to do is burn yourself out. You have to take step by step. So when people ask me about my food, what do you eat? And I'm like, well, do you want to know what I eat now or when I first started? Because when I first started, I wasn't eating like I was. I was eating better because I took one step at a time to progress what I was eating. So instead of cookies, I went to graham crackers. Instead of chips, I went to kettle corn popcorn. Thinking that these are healthier options and just really watching what I could step up more. Then it went to, adding in the more fruit or doing this to progress to where I am. I didn't just wake up and say, oh, I'm going to eat all this lean protein, fruits and vegetables and all this stuff and learn about, high fructose corn syrup and artificial sweeteners. And no, it was a learning process, and it was a step-by-step basis to get to where I am now. And I'm still learning, because nutrition is crazy, because I am completely unique compared to you. What works for you is not going to work for me. I could be doing the same routine as you, very, very same routine. I'm talking about sleeping, eating, working out, work. If we had the same lifestyle, we went second by second and did the exact same things, my routine will not be the same, or my results will not be the same as what your results will be. Our bodies are just so different that we have to find out what works for us. So you have to understand that you can treat yourself. You can treat yourself. Everyone does. Shanti eats his peanut M&Ms. Chocolate. Sorry. Ashton moment, hashtag. But anyways, you have to treat yourself, and it's just a matter of how you want to treat yourself. For me, it took me a while to actually treat myself, or like now when I treat myself, I usually do it as healthy as possible, because I know myself too well. I know that if I have this or if I have that, like I might get back into it, and that's just my mentality. Like I've had a Twizzler here, or I've had a piece of something here, but very, 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 very seldomly, because I know myself all too well. And you have to know yourself. If you can't treat yourself right now, then don't. But if it falls back on it, don't get frustrated. When you're frustrated, then you're just going to be like, oh, I might as well just keep going the way that I'm going because I just messed up, I failed. So, what I want to talk about, and I know this is going to be probably a little bit of a longer video, but I want to talk about tips that you can transition into, into reaching where you want to reach. Again, this is a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change with what you want to do with eating healthy and exercising. It's being consistent on it. You can't just do it for a month or do it for a year, then you lose your weight, then guess what? Or you become healthier, you get abs, whatever your goal is. You do that, and then let's say you take 3 months off. What's going to happen? It's going to be hard to maintain that goal when you change your routine. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you're just wanting to maintain, you are still doing what you're doing. You don't have to add anything extra to it or challenge yourself, but your body gets used to what you're doing, so you constantly change and you constantly progress. But so it's already going on 8 minutes. Okay, so here are some tips. First thing, set a SMART goal. What are SMART goals? SMART goals stand for S is for, So, SMART goals are SMART. First one is specific. You need to make sure that you are setting a specific goal. So when you're saying, I want to look better, that's not a specific goal. If you have a body type, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I kind of want to look like this body type. That's more specific. But how about, say, like me, I would like to drop probably 2 to 3% more body fat. Measurable. You have to be able to measure it. How can you measure what looks better? What looks better to you does not look better to someone else. So that's why you have to be able to measure it. If I say I want to lose 3% body fat, I can measure that out by stepping on the scales that do the body percent fat, or getting dunked, or whatever it may be. So A is attainable, R is realistic, and T is timely. So set your time frame. Make sure it's something that is a realistic goal. Like if you're saying I want to lose 100 pounds in a month, well, yeah, no. You know what I mean. Set realistic goals, but yet challenge yourself too. All right, so transform at your own pace. I talk about this in my classes. When we are doing Insanity Workouts Live or Turbo Kick Live, I say every time that they walk in class, find your own 10, which I got from our amazing trainer, Katie, who said, you find your own 10. What my 10 is not your 10. So if I'm pushing at doing 8 push-ups in you just did one, that's okay. It is okay. Why? Because I'm progressed to that level, and I'm going to push myself as hard as I can at the best form that I can, and I expect you to do the same. So you need to make sure that you challenge yourself, but you don't overwhelm yourself, and that you're doing it at your own pace. Your 10. You find your 10, not someone else's. Next tip, you gotta love this one. Be patient. Be patient. This doesn't happen overnight. Oh my gosh, it is March 10th. I have like 10 more days, and guess what? I think it was like the 20-something. I should really figure out if I have the date on it. But this month, right now that I'm in, this is going on 3 years. 3 years that I've been working on my body. I lost 100 pounds in 18 months, but I've continued to transform my body. That's crazy. 3 years. This wasn't an overnight thing. Our bodies grow and change, and you can't do something overnight and expect even like a month, it's take your time. Usually things that are worth it take time. You have to wait for them. So much more worth it. Staying positive. Stay positive. You need to find something. So instead of beating yourself up over a mistake or falling forward, as I say, try the opposite. Like if you had a piece of candy. Well, hey, I had a piece of candy. Guess what? Now I'm going to go ahead and eat clean the rest of the day, or I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm not going to have a piece of candy for another week or so. Stay positive. Find things that keep you up. Find things that keep you happy. Find motivational quotes, motivational pictures, motivational groups, support, whatever it may be. If you are having a hard time, you need someone. I'm telling you, you need someone to tell you it is okay. It is okay what you are doing. You're fine. You will get there. Look at me. Now go look at yourself and tell yourself that it is okay. You are going to be back on track because you have a why that is more important than any type of failure or excuse or anything that can come into your life. You have a purpose, you have a reason, you have a vision, you have a dream, you have a goal, and it is right in front of you. And you will get there if you stay positive and believe. Believe. So, I know it's a long video. I just wanted to give you a few tips of how to transition into that healthy lifestyle. Because when people call it a diet, I'm like, no, it's not. It's not a diet. A diet is for someone who does it for a week. That's not what you want. You are looking to build a healthy lifestyle and live your life at the fullest that you can live it in health, preventing yourself from diseases if you can, from illness, from sickness. Yes, they happen. They do, and they happen to the healthiest people too. But wouldn't you be better off knowing that you did everything possible that you could to prevent illness and all that? So, whatever your goal is, I really, really hope that you see it and you drive towards it and you go. Take it day by day, step by step. Transition and realize we're not perfect, we're human. But you can still get there. Talk to you guys later. Bye.